ambulance to talk about it. And Isobel, 40% of parents say that they've witnessed a child choking. Yeah. It seems shocking that most of them don't know what to do.
Well, we asked them what they feared in the way of first aid incidents, and 58% of them said that a baby choking was their worst fear. And so we asked them, well, what would you do about it? And we discovered that although 70% of them thought that they knew what to do, only 20% actually did.
I'm a dad. I thought I knew what to do, and I'm not so sure now. So look, you showed us the right way just before we came on air. We're going to have a look at it now. So talk us through the thing we should do. Here you are with a baby model.
Well, I'm just checking, obviously you want to find out if the baby is actually choking, what their colour's like, and can you see anything inside the mouth. If that doesn't, you can't remove it, then up to 5 back blows on the back of the chest, and then switch them onto your other thigh, and then up to 5 chest thrusts. Now, during this process, you have to keep checking, looking at the floor when they're facing down to see if the object comes out, and looking inside the mouth when you're doing those chest thrusts. So you're continuing to have a look and keep an eye, because if you obviously get it cleared, then you're going to stop doing this.
If you don't get a reaction, what is likely to be happening to the child's colour? They're going to turn blue?
They're going to turn they're going to go blue. If you have a look at the jelly baby in the advert, in the little animation, you'll see he goes blue, and then he comes pink again when he gets rid of the object.
And of course, it's hard to convey this, but how hard should you hit the child on the back in particular?
It's a really difficult question, because obviously you're panicking because it's your baby is choking. If you don't hit hard enough, you're not going to clear the object. But if you hit too hard, then you're thinking, right, you could cause an injury. But if you don't hit hard enough, they're not going to click. They're not going to get any better. So I tend to start off a little gently and then get firmer if it's not working.
Clearly, time is of the essence here. Yes. If these things don't work, well, should you be calling an ambulance at the same time, or what? If
you've got somebody there, then by all means you can get an ambulance on the way. But what we would suggest is that you do that cycle of up to 5 back blows and 5 chest thrusts 3 times. And once you've done it 3 times, if you haven't got it cleared, then that's when you get on the phone. Take the baby with you, because obviously they're small enough to go. And then once you've finished on the phone, continue with that process of those back blows. Yeah, with the back blows and the chest thrusts, and unless they become unconscious. And if they become unconscious, that's when you would start CPR. Advice
has changed a bit on this recently, so it can be confusing, particularly if you're a new parent and you've got your first baby.
Yeah, really, the biggest thing that changed was actually the positioning. It was actually about putting baby onto your legs, because that's actually much safer. We had this whole thing about putting them on the arm, but. Yeah. Babies come all different shapes and sizes, and people are different shapes and sizes. So, it's actually safer if you put them on your lap.
Good advice. Isobel, thank you very much indeed. Good to see you.